What happens now? This is just a framework for a deal.
It is. You still got details to work out. For instance, the exact timeline on lifting of sanctions. That's the West key leverage. That's the real carrot to the Iranians. You have the legislative hurdles you mentioned. There are two bills teed up on the Hill to impose new sanctions on Iran. And you already have some GOP voices coming out criticizing this deal. But I got to tell you, when you think of where these two countries were just 2 years ago, they hadn't talked to each other officially in nearly 4 decades. It started with those secret talks in Oman, that handshake in New York between President Obama and the Iranian president. Then you launched into these talks, and after 18 months of difficult talks, it became almost normal, boring to have U.S. and Iranian diplomats talking to each other. So to get to this point after that deep and troubled history is pretty remarkable in that time frame.
The president of Iran was elected in part because he promised to attempt at least new relations with the West. What has the reaction been like in Iran?
Well, I got to tell you, here in the U.S., a lot of Americans may watch this, look at this as a sort of a dry diplomatic deal, view it principally through the prism of Iran's nuclear program, which is, of course, a big deal for the U.S. In Iran, though, it is nothing short of ending, or at least the prospect of ending, international isolation in every way. They can't buy, cars are 2-3 times what they would be due to sanctions. You can't get chemotherapy medicines, etc. So there is celebration today.